Hi there, it's the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is your monthly predictions reading for the sign of Cancer for the month of February. Welcome back. Make sure as we get started, you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss any updates or recent videos. Also, make sure that you check out my shorts. I do daily pot tarot readings, and I also do daily astro updates that include little daily horoscopes for all the signs. So that way you can check out, your Cancer vibes every single day. Okay, so welcome back. Like I said, I haven't done the long form videos in quite some time because I have been focusing on the shorts, but we're going to get back into it. So the song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards put together, and I'm just going to start pulling these as we're talking about this. It's called Mood of the Century by Queen Herbie, Queen Herbie. She used to go by the performance name of Carmen. But some of the lyrics that stood out: I am the mood of the century. I make the rules. I only move with good energy. I'm in the flow. Somehow I know when it's meant for me, and if it's not, I let go so I can receive, which I was born to be. Right. So this could be your energy or somebody that you're dealing with. It's also very royal, very regal. So this could be somebody who, I don't know, may have like royal placements in their birth chart or whatever. But it talks about, just, being in the mood, like being in a good mood, manifestation, and bringing good vibes and making good things happen, not just for yourself, but for others or others around you or this person. And it's like a very spiritual type vibe as well. Okay. And then for those of you returning to the channel, you guys know that at the end of every year I do my annual predictions where I predict the energy around the moon of each month, and then we go through it and as it applies to each sign. Dropped a card and then almost dropped the camera. But anyway, so the predictions videos, and so I'm going to go through that. So for the month of February, we had our full moon in Leo on the 1st of the month, and the new moon is going to be on the 17th. And that is also the Lunar New Year. It's the year of the horse, the fire horse. And it's the new moon in Aquarius. So that's coming up on the 17th. Then the cards that we pulled for the month of February, first one was the Three of Wands, which is fire sign energy. So that's interesting. We're moving into a fire year, and we pulled fire energy. But the Three of Wands is all about waiting for your ships to come in, knowing that there's something that you're expecting, something that's coming into the future, or that you're like waiting on. It's like you can sense it. You may not see it. It's definitely not tangible right in front of you, but you know it's going to be. So it's very passionate energy too. You could be working with others, or something that you've worked on. Then the next card that we pulled was the Trusting Your Intuition, My Life is Truly Guided card. And that kind of goes along with the vibe of, knowing that something is coming up for you, right? It's like trusting your intuition and, guiding yourself through life, just, trusting your steps, trusting spirit. Underneath the deck, there was another sign that had this too. I think it was Taurus. Ooh, I like this. I could be talking to masculines in this reading, or you could be dealing with a very dominant masculine. We'll get into it in just a second. Okay, so then the next card that we pulled was the new moon in Cancer. That's your sign there, Cancer. It means relax, right? Now, again, the new moon for this month is in Aquarius, right? But the card that we pulled is the new moon in Cancer, and it means relax. And so especially for your sign, this could be a month where you need to focus on relaxing a lot more. The next card then we had was the Witch's Kitchen. 3 cards, please, spirits, high peace, power, protection, prosperity. And it was the Mint card, clarity. Mint could be significant for you. For some of you, you could be like mint. I don't know why I'm picking up a mint tea. It could be mint ice cream, mint leaves, mint gum. Just like you might see like mint somewhere or whatever and be reminded of this reading. But it's about clarity. It's like it can bring you clarity. Mint, when you chew on mint, it's supposed to help your, help your focus, mental focus and clarity and all of that. One more, please, for Cancer. Okay. All right. The next card that we pulled was the number 17 Courage card. Now that's significant because, again, the 17th of the month is the new moon and also the opening of the Lunar New Year. We just moved into Saturn and Aries, and we're about to come, by the end of the month, we'll have Saturn, Neptune conjunction in Aries at 0 degrees, which is huge. It's a huge timeline shift for the entire planet, right? Every single sign will be affected. But we're going to be seeing major jumps, major changes just in civilization, in love, and personal, health and things like that, business, personal accountability. But it's, the courage energy. It's like having the courage to be able to do this, having the courage to move forth and do this. And then the next cards that we pulled was the number 34, Sacred Creator card, and it's Your Soul Shines. And I had drawn a little picture of a star right next to it. So there must have been a star on the card, but like stars or pentagrams could be significant for you this month. You could be looking up at the stars. The number 34 could be significant, somebody's age, or 3 + 4 is 7. 7s are all about your like defending yourself, your morals, ethics, beliefs. It's also about having a lot of options or opportunities. Also be careful, it could be illusions. And then the next card, the last card we pulled, was the Crystal Message Oracle, Banded Aragonite, and it means life's purpose. So this helps you line up with your life's purpose and encourages commitment and perseverance. Okay, let's get 2 cards. The Empress. Okay. 2 more cards here. Thank you. We're almost there, guys. Wow. 2 more cards for future. Cancer, it's not looking bad. Again, for those of you who follow my readings, you know that I only read for the high-vibing Cancers. I encourage all people, all frequencies, to watch my channel to hopefully raise the vibration, right? But these readings are intended for my high-vibing Cancers. I already shuffled these, so I'm just going to move forward. Personal boundaries. Okay, and last but not least, and then we'll get into this. Guys, it feels so good to be back. There's been a lot going on. I'm about to be launching a new way for you to be able to book a personal reading. And I have a lot of exciting stuff that I've been working on. It's been crazy this time. It's amazing when you focus on yourself, when you're allowed, the opportunity to be able to focus on yourself, and how much that can change a path. As I say that, look forward, right? Change a path, look forward, change. Yeah, I like it. We're going to leave this to the end. I like it. Okay, let's get into this for Cancer. So underneath the deck, starting out with the T fortune cards, tea leaf fortune cards, we've got Quill, get back to the basics, and then we have Bowl, plenty of material things. So there'd be something having to do with material things, maybe buying material things, or just having having an abundance of material things. This also is could be you recognizing that you have you have plenty of material things. For some of you, it could be cutting back, right, on that kind of stuff, getting back to the basics, simplifying, getting rid of excess, right? Then we've got, so that's bottom of the deck, that's underlying energy. Then we have Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Tigers could be significant. You could have a tattoo of a tiger, picture of a tiger, I don't know, stuffed animals or anything like that. Then we have Mountain, major challenge to overcome. Could have something to do with mountains, maybe tigers in the mountains. Then we have March, which is next month. So there could be a challenge, major challenge to overcome going into the month of March. It could be something risky, major challenge that's risky as you go into the month of March. Then we have Wall, misunderstanding. That could be the major challenge that you may have to overcome. Then we have Fly, a period of ill health or depression. For some of you, I'm feeling this could be like a breakup or something that maybe makes you sad or puts you into a state of depression. You could also be getting physically ill or be getting over that. It could have had something to do with the month of January, however. So take it as it resonates. Okay, so then the next card that we have was, I'll do bottom of the deck first. We have Darkness. Okay, and this was the card, I believe Taurus had it. You could have Taurus somewhere strong in your chart or be dealing with somebody who does. It's the card number 40. 4 + 0 = 4. So that's about house, home, stability, foundation, like the literal 4 corners of a house or a home. But the Long Night Moon Darkness card, also rabbits, could be significant too. But the Long Night Moon card is about facing your shadow, doing your shadow work. It's about going into the void. It's about, getting right with your demons and with yourself. And what's interesting is, the new moon, dark moon, that's what this card is all about. That's, again, coming up on the 17th. So this could be the energy surrounding the 17th. So then top of the deck, we've got the masculine card. And that's why I was saying I could be speaking to a masculine. or somebody, even if you're feminine, you could have like strong masculine type placements and energy, but this is the lunar god. And that's really funny because we have the lunar new year coming up. So this is like the lunar god, and we're going into that year of the horse, the fire horse. I see often that I never noticed this. I see off in the distance, there's like a couple and they're like holding hands. So you could be, you know, in some type of a relationship, or maybe be getting into one or thinking about one. The number 42 could be significant. 4 + 2 is 6. 6 is about balancing things out. It's about, you know, getting smoother communication, getting, you know, out of rough, choppy waters into smoother waters, calmer, like a calmer situation. Okay, so then the cards that we pulled for tarot. Oh, sorry, before I knock the thing over again. So we start out with the Empress. This is Taurus, Libra energy. Now, this is, she's depicted as pregnant, right? But this is somebody who's just extremely, like, fruitful. And everything they touch turns to gold. This is just, like, somebody who's very, she encapsulates, like, all elements. Earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, too, right? Just very beautiful. It's Libra, Taurus energy. You could be dealing with somebody who has that strong in their chart, or this could be you. But this is like past energy, somebody maybe that you're thinking about or had been dealing with. Very fruitful, very successful. And then present energy, we've got the 3 of Swords with the Page of Pentacles. So this could be like an idea. It could be a venture. It could be anything. It could be a relationship. You may be dealing with like earth sign energy, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This could be somebody younger than you. But there's heartbreak, deception, just, you know, a painful feeling. Something that didn't work out, okay? And then we have the 2 of Cups coming in the future. So this is a relationship. So whether this is healing a relationship or potentially even a new relationship, water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be platonic. It can be business. It can be friendship or whatever. But I do see some type of a relationship happening, you know, in the month of February here. So clarifying the Empress card. In the past, we had a passionate new beginning met with the Knight of Swords. This very in-out energy, okay? This could be somebody that you were dealing with on and off, again, you know, going back and forth with a person. But I do see that there was some kind of a passionate new start. Now, wands are very phallic energy. So, you know, when we say passion, it can be romantic or it can be platonic. But if it's romantic, it can be like it's the Knight of Wands is more like your one-night stand kind of energy. Here for a fun time, not a long time. If this is business, like passion, what you're passionate about, this is somebody who's just very lucky. They're very good at what they do. And with this Empress energy, I was kind of saying that, you know, like either this is like you're having passion with a person, okay? And it could be like an on and off thing, right? Or this could be somebody that maybe you're like doing business with or working with or something like that. And they're just very lucky. And it's a passionate new beginning, a lot of growth, a lot of energy, right? But then we have this Page of Pentacles energy. Some idea, something that didn't work out, okay? But what's interesting, then we have the Justice card with the Hierophant. So this to me is like, very like, it almost reminds me of almost like court. You could be, again, this is Libra Taurus energy. So justice is all about using your intuition to set your moral compass. It's about truth, clarity, cause and effect, and eternal justice, balance, fairness, and accountability. And then the Hierophant is all about structure and institutions and religion, you know, things that are traditional. It's like understanding your beliefs, values, and boundaries. Maybe somebody could have like broken your heart, or you could have broken somebody's heart, overstepping boundaries. Also, though, the Hierophant is like a teacher. What I'm getting off of this is there's somebody younger than you. I do feel like this is like a younger energy or whatever. But it was something that was heartbreaking. And it could have had to do with the justice system. Or this could have to do with some type of religious teaching or spiritual teaching. And having to do with justice. Now, I will say there's so much energy going on right now with everything that's happening with the files. I don't even like saying the name, but the files. And so there could be some heartbreak around that as well, like realizing for who, you know, I'm not one to pass judgment myself, but it's like, you know, whoever you may or may not have voted for or whatever, and just the things that are coming out and realizing these truths, right? And it could be heartbreaking. So in the future, though, future energy, we see this 2 of Cups, right? And what I like about this is the first card that came out is the Page of Swords. This is taking your time to think before you act. So this is like the energy of thinking about the next steps that you're going to take towards a person, towards this relationship, towards a partnership or whatever. But then we have the Six of Wands that come in, and that's victory and success. So it's like somebody's going to think before they step, right? And then move on into this victorious energy. You have earned every one of your successes. And so I do see something successful coming in. Now, underneath the deck, we have the Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior energy. This is like my military card in a way. I know it's not everybody else's, but it's mine. This is somebody who's been through the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs. They have ran the gauntlet, right? They are freaking tired. But they're still, they're still ready for more. They can, they're still ready to defend and do whatever they need to, fight their way to get to their goals or whatever. And that's the truth. That's what's being confirmed with the Ace of Swords. Speak your mind to solve your problems. And so this could be one person or the energy of a person, just somebody who's very headstrong, somebody who speaks their mind, somebody who, keeps on keeping on. It's just like that, that really strong-willed type of energy. And this could be you or be somebody that you've been dealing with. Okay. Then for our Chakra Insight Oracle, underneath the deck, we have a number 16, Choice, Assertiveness, Empowerment, Authenticity with the Personal Boundaries card. Now, I said earlier, before I even thought about this card, I said earlier somebody could have overstepped some boundaries, broken some boundaries or something like that. And so we've got this coming in. Like the 16th also could be significant, but somebody made some choices or they asserted themselves, empowered themselves by showing their authenticity. This isn't like a bad personal boundaries or anything. I feel like somebody asserted their personal boundaries by stating their faith, okay? And this is card number 48. It's about hope, support, miracles, and spirituality. Somebody is like really asserting themselves spiritually. Again, whether this is you or someone that you're dealing with. And then last but not least, because I don't want to take forever on this reading, we've got underneath the deck the Look Forward card. Okay, keep on keeping on, moving into the future, keep on going, right? Just look forward, not backwards. Don't look at, your past relationships, your past mistakes, your past whatever. You need to look forward because that's all that we can control in the first place, right? But what I wanted to say for the end, I love this when I saw it because whatever we were talking about at that time is count your blessings. It's like you have to, show gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude for, material things and relationships and working together and all of that. But when you count your blessings, and that's faith included, right? Count your blessings. That allows so much more to come in as you move forward on your journey, right? It's like paying attention to the little things, really giving gratitude for the little things, counting your blessings. Like you could be somebody that, has a lot of material things. But, it's the people that count their blessings for the little that they do have that, they can really shine and show true beauty. Oh, there we go. The shine your light, your soul shines, right? With what was in the predictions reading. So that's where I'm just going to leave this at. I mean, everybody's on, a different timeline. This is just, like I said, the surrounding the predictions energy for any Cancer placements for anybody out there. But if this brought you any answers, clarity, or insight, make sure to drop a comment in the comments below. Let me know how. And if you're interested in a personal reading, I am going to be opening those up after the end of February, around the 22nd and beyond. And so I have all of my information in the description below this video to get a hold of me and schedule that for right now. And then as you know, it's Together We Grow. I really appreciate your time, energy, and you guys, making this to the end. And make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the Cannastrologer. So stay lit, stay aligned, and I will see you on the flip side.